Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon on this wonderful and warm Wednesday afternoon. We're so happy that you joined us on today. I am Portia Wheatley. I am the founder and the president of a nonprofit organization acknowledged as Trophy of Life Incorporated. And we have the opportunity, the privilege, and the assignment to render hope, encouragement, and inspiration to you, our audience. And we're so glad that he's trusted us. He's entrusted this particular assignment in our hands, and we're glad about it. I'm bringing in my co-host.
Hello, everyone. I am Takira Swan, and I am so happy to be here with you all today. We have such a sweet guest today. She's such a sweetheart. But before we give her the floor, I just want to remind all of you to go to our YouTube page, like, share, subscribe, so that you can help bring this broadcast and our many others to the entire world to spread hope, encouragement, and inspiration.
Hope, encouragement, and inspiration. I told you someone should do a song for us, put together a song for us about Project 365 and hope, encouragement, and inspiration. We can give you a beat. We may not give you the words, but we can give you a beat in the format of it. But we're glad that we're able to do that because it is really blessing people all around the world, nationally and internationally. So we're grateful to God to have the opportunity to do that. Well, today, as Takira said, a very sweet young lady, but we're so glad that you're here with us, Deborah. So glad that you accepted our invitation to come. And today we want to talk about something fun, light, something that we will enjoy. And today we're going to talk about different activities that we can do, travel. Yes. Between traveling and hobbies and doing something new, taking on something new, something exciting, something that you may not have ever tried before. But believe me, life can be so exciting. Life can be so enjoyable. So we had the right one here. The energy this woman has, I'm like, wait a minute, okay, give me a minute, back up, give me a minute. But she's so much fun to be with, and I'm so glad I can call her my friend and enjoy spending time with her. So we are going to release the platform to you, Deborah. Share with us some of your experiences and some of the things that we can do. And I know some of the things that you talk about, we may not want to do, but you got it. You let us know. You got it.
All right. Hey, good afternoon, everyone that is online. And we are live here again with Portia Wheatley. Oh my gosh, she's such a fantastic woman. She loves what she does. She has a passion and a heart to reach out to people and experience and give them that light of hope. I enjoy her when I'm with her. She is a laugh. She is fun. She is lovable. All of those and below. And we have Takira. She is another one that is full of sunshine, full of smiles. And I love her. Her mom, oh my God, she came from a good breed of people. You know, both of them did. And they're just lovely ladies to be with. So today, you know.
In fact, Deb, let's do this. I just need you to back up a little bit. I don't even see the top of your head. Go back a little bit more because we want it all.
There we go. Is this good?
That's good.
Oh, all right. All right. Some Zoom facts that we get used to of putting ourselves in the middle. I don't like a lot of times to be seen. I do have a still shot that I like the most, but today it's live. And so I am good to go with that. So my adventures have been awesome and sometimes off the chain. And sometimes, you know, you come home with like, oh my God, my back's aching, my leg's aching, where's the ibuprofen? But they all have been, the end result have been fantastic, fun. Most of them have been free. Some of them have, you know, come with price tags, but hey, I am willing to take that plunge into the depth of traveling / food, because I travel to enjoy the cultures and whatever those cultures invite you to have. And, you know, if you go to the East Coast of the United States, if you go to the West Coast of the United States, if you go north, if you go south, there's going to be different cultures within our own continent that have inviting foods along with the places that you go. Now, last week, This t-shirt says Navy Pier. Let me point this down just a little bit. It says Navy Pier, Chicago. I was in Chicago a week ago, having great fun. And the food is one reason that drew me to Chicago. I am a foodie, so I'm a traveler / foodie. Portia, she loves food and she is a great cook. One of her dishes I love, and I have enjoyed some of her soups. She is a soup monger. She can make the soup. And it smells good. You can smell it rooms away or hallways, wherever he is. And Portia's back there mixing that soup. It's gonna be good. My traveling has started, I have to say the fire of my traveling started back in 2001 when we had that horrific experience when America was attacked, unfortunately, by the terrorists in 2001, September 9/11. That set fire under me. My post experience, I am from the U.S. Air Force. I'm a veteran. I served 5.5 years. And prior to the horrific thing that happened on American soil on 9/11, those two entities sparked my love and passion for travel. First started out in the Air Force. I spent 5.5 years. I spent 2 years on the island of Hawaii. Woohoo! That was my last duty tour. Man, I lived there for 2 years. Prior to that, I spent 13 months in an Islamic country, which was Turkey. That was an experience and a half. I am a Bible thumper, so I love the fact that tour. Let me tell you something. I did not want to take. I did not want to take it. I was unfamiliar with Islamic country. There was a little contention within me, but I tell you, that turned out to be one of the best experiences in my life. Number one, I ended up in towns called Troas. Troas was a small seaport that Paul himself, if you are a Bible thumper, Paul himself traveled there with a band of believers, set up a little small church there. He also, Corinth, oh my God, I personally walked through that city of Corinth and saw the many, I'd say Roman Greco art stuff, the Byzantine, that's very big throughout the country of Turkey. It is an experience that I would invite anyone who's a Bible thumper, anyone who's studying even Greek, because Cyprus was not that far away from where I was. Had opportunity to spend time in Greece, went to Germany. Oh my God, spent the whole summer, 35 days in Germany. If today, tomorrow, if the opportunity came to go back to Germany, I'll be first on the plane. First on the plane. In spite of COVID, I'll be first on that plane. Germany was a clean country. They have 2-3 generations now ahead of the post-World War II. In other words, you don't run into those that have those feelings, ill feelings. Now Germany has a very wide, eclectic, very diverse group of people living there in communities. They have Africans, they have Chinese, they have, oh my God, a lot of nationalities, including Blacks, American Blacks that live in Germany. If you go overseas and if you decide to live overseas, you're called an expat. You get all the information from the US State Department. They have all the information there to live and the expenses to cost that cause you to live there. Like I said, I am well-traveled, well-versed in a lot of places in Europe, well outside of the United States. I have my passport. Let me show you my passport. I have my clear card. I have my passport. My clear card gets me through airports. I have what they call a Fly Happy Travel Healthy pack. You can get this pack actually from Walgreens. It costs less than $6. It comes with antiseptic hand wipes. It comes with face mask. You know, we're under COVID-19 restrictions these days when you travel. It has a sleep mask in here. It has lip balm. Keep those pretty lips all nice and shiny. You know, you never know who you're gonna meet. Wink at that. It comes with hand, sanitizer and stuff like that. It's a great pack. I encourage you, if you are going to be traveling within the United States, especially if you're going outside the United States, get 2 or 3 of these packs. They're under $6. Don't cost a lot of money. Worth to have, worth to keep in your backpack. My backpack is right here. It says HH on it. This is my travel partner right here. It carries everything from like I said, my passport, my ID, everything I need is right in hand. And I use this a lot. My t-shirt says Navy Pier, Chicago. I was there. The Navy Pier has a lot of history. It records all the way back in the beginning of World War II. The Navy was, they were hit the worst and the most. Of course, you know what happened December 7th, 1941. That's a piece of armed forces history that we're very proud of. But the Navy was hit right here on American soil on the island of Oahu, 1941, December 7th, a very memorial day to remember. So the Navy Pier that's housed in Chicago, right along Lakeshore Drive, right along the largest fresh lake that is alive, is the largest in the world. It's Lake Michigan. So they had this pier, and this pier served America for those times. Those guys and girls at the time they kept up those ships, they were made ready to go when any time they were called upon their duty time. So it has a lot of good armed service history is there and still there. And now it's a tourist attraction for anywhere from 2-3 million people go to this Navy Pier. Now, talking about Chicago, if you go to Chicago, and I hope you do, stay within the area of what they call the Magnificent Mile. You will not regret it. It's on North Michigan Avenue where I was, and I had a nice hotel to stay in. And right now, the tickets and the fare and the cost of living, the cost to travel there is kind of cheap because after COVID opened up, the restrictions went down some. They're back up, but getting still travel is available to go to Chicago by way of Southwest from DWI. It's under $300 round trip. Hotel for 4 to 5 days will cost you probably close to, I would say, $600 round. It's a good hotel. It's a good hotel. Most of them are 3 to 4, 5-star hotels. It costs you about $600, for the whole week that you're there. It is worth it. Save money, make a way, but it's a good 4 to 5 day trip to take. I love Chicago. I had the chance to have the deep dish pizza experience that everyone talks about. OMG, that was delicious. And actually it was just around the corner from my hotel where I was staying, Geno's East. Oh my God. And they have several other Geno's throughout the city of Chicago in different areas. But oh my God, I met my cousin. My cousin comes from my dad's side of the family, him and his wife. His wife was born and raised in Chicago. So we had a great outing, a great dinner with that deep dish pizza. Oh my gosh, it's one of the things you got to do when you go to Chicago. I don't care. Now, when I'm on the East Coast, trust me, I trump and I get excited over the New York style pizza because I love pizza. Pizza is my weakness, Italian food is my weakness. You're talking pasta, you're talking cheese, then spread all over your mouth, and you take your finger and you wrap it around that cheese. Oh my God, that's the only way to enjoy pizza. That's the only way to enjoy anywhere you go for pizza or pasta, I tell you. But even when I was overseas, they had pizza. Oh my God, I can't tell you those experiences, but they were good. They were yummy. Some of my, I think most adventurous times was, again, this was spent in the winter time. I went with a person who, back of their hand, they are hikers, well-known hikers. He has a book out. His name is Mike Schaefer. He has a buddy and they rent cabins and things out on the Shenandoah. Well, his birthday is in December 28th. I never forget. And so I got with him. I sent him a little quick note. I said, hey, I want to go with you on your hiking. And he said, you better practice. You better get yourself in gear because we're going into winter. We're going on my birthday, December 28th. And there we were at Shenandoah. National Park is right there, right outside of Leesburg, Virginia. It is a national park. It hosts some of the Appalachian Trail. We went on what we call the White Canyon Trail. It's a hike, 2.5 miles round trip uphill and back down. You got another 1.5 miles, so it's a 4-mile radius. But we went, the weather was 36 degrees on the ground. And while we're climbing and we're backpacking up that hill, we're in layers. And so he calls off, he said, first jacket off, and you layer off because number one, your body heat is rising. You're getting warmer. You're walking up these rocks and these mountainous areas, and you're seeing hemlocks, and you're seeing all kind of nature. You see fox, you see deer, of course, and you may see a mountain lion. Thank God that day we didn't see the mountain lion, but you may see them. They're out there. They're real. And they're beautiful once you see one. You may see a bobcat. Anyways, we noticed foot tracks of animals in the ground. And Mike Schaefer, been such a genius at hiking, he would point out, oh, that's a deer track right there, or that's a raccoon track. We'd see them in the snow. But that was one of my most adventures because it was the winter, and I never went hiking in the winter. But that was it. That was in December of 2002. 2003. I take it back, 2003, maybe 17 years ago, but it was something that I'll never forget. And it was one that was most enjoyed in the winter. I have to go back to Chicago in the winter, and I'll have more to talk about that in the future because winter and summer, Chicago, totally different. I love Chicago. Now, Chicago surprised me a lot. Number one, along the shore, beaches. 17 miles of beaches in Chicago. You go to Chicago and you say, what? Chicago got this? They got the Sears Tower, which is called the John Hancock Tower. And it's 105 floors. And you take this speedy elevator up, but the beaches, really? People are out there boating. They got their blankets out. They're just cooling off on the sand along Lake Michigan. And it is a sight to see and a sight to enjoy. And I was there twice, almost 3 times the few days that I was there, because it is walkable from where I was staying. And that's why if you ever want to go, Portia has my email address. You can email me. I can tell you, I give you some tidbits. Traveling is all about, first, I'm a solo traveler. It's about planning. You must plan weeks, maybe a month ahead of where you want to go, your destination. Number 2 is preparation. You want to prepare, number 1, if you are going to a city and within the United States, check the weather, 10-day forecast, 10 days out, because that is a light that goes on and say, it tells you what clothes to take, how much to take, what kind of shoes. Let me tell you, I'm taking them off. My carousel fell. Anyways, because I have a lot of stuff on here.
Okay.
It fell.
See,
Okay.
with Deb, it's never a
noisy.
dull moment.
Never a dull moment, but flip-flops.
Gotcha.
Flip-flops. They're Birkenstocks.
Take a moment to fix that light.
Fix the light. Oh,
Well, what fell? Because you're dark. You're dark now.
Okay, this fix
Yeah.
it. All right.
What fell? Come to your left, I think. Yes, some more.
More. Let's see.
I can't even see your lips, your eyes, anything.
I'm sorry, folks out there that was listening to me.
That's okay, but you got it though. Anything to make you? Did your light fall? It fell.
It didn't fall. Let me see if I can regulate it a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay, that's better. Yes.
Okay, better, much better. All right, so getting back to some tidbits, I was talking about, if you were planning a trip a week or 2 out from today, do a 10-day forecast. That's a must, because that 10-day forecast is going to let you know what to bring. And I showed you my flip-flops.
I always say, Deb, don't glance at those shoes again, because you go
running shoes. You gotta have them. These
Yeah.
are a must. These are a must, because number 1, you're gonna do a lot of walking, and you want to walk. Walking helps you if you had a big breakfast or whatever. Walking helps you to get those things down. It burns calories. It is great for you. Get a place, a hotel. That's why I say get a place that's close to where the things that you want to do, regardless if it's 5 minutes away, make it no less than a 30-minute walk away. Because if you're taking excursions, trust me, they leave on time, and reason they leave on time. I took 2 excursions while I was in Chicago. One was called the Shoreline Excursion when I was along the Navy Pier, and the other one was the Architectural Historical Excursion in Chicago. The first one cost me roughly $25, tax $27, not a bad deal. The next one cost me 40 some dollars because it was an hour and 45 minutes long, a very intense tour. You got a lot of history about the buildings that you were looking at while you were on the lake. You were on a ferry type boat, and the host was very, all of them are skilled in touring and talking about the history in Chicago. It's something I would encourage. If you do go to Chicago, take that tour along the shoreline or either the architectural. And if you can, take both of them. I took both of them, and they have a foodie walk. I missed that one. Next time I go back, I'm doing the foodie walk. That's only $60.
I'm going
And
for the
it takes
walk.
you to all the neighborhoods with all the fantastic Chicago feature foods. Now, Maryland, hey, they got the crabs. Chicago got the pizza, man. They got that pizza.
Yeah.
The pizza, they got shrimp. They got it.
Well, Deb, let's get off the food for a second. Tell us, how does traveling help matter of fact, before I start that, you need to move back some more. There you go. How does traveling help with your mental status? I mean, your emotions and relaxing.
Okay, that is a good question. And you see my smile, it is not fake. My passion, it is not fake. My experiences, they're not fake. Traveling introduces you to another you, if I may. You open up yourself to cultures, to people that you have never met, or you may have met for a short period, but then you get a chance while you travel to know more about that person or type of people, regardless if it's Asian, if it's more Black, African, because I'm gonna tell you something, weeds all over the world. If it's more of your Anglo-Saxon type of people, Scandinavian, Norwegians, those kinds of people embrace and they make up who we are, actually, a people in general. If it's Hispanic, if it's Latino, gosh, dive into those cultures and see their influx. And Jews, see how they got together, where they come from. Eat the foods that they make and have made them. Eat Hispanic dishes, eat Latino dishes, eat Mediterranean dishes, actually. You got an influx of hundreds and hundreds of different cultures that make up who you are, actually. And there was a poem that was written by Angelo Mayo many years ago, and she said that who we are, we're no different than who we are. You think that you're different, but you're not different, and you think you experienced something that's different and new, but you really haven't. And she wrote this poem about being connected and staying connected. We are who we are, at the end of the day, we are who we are. And we look around, we're part of our neighbors, we're part of our community. And we have to allow yourself, this is what makes me happy, is allowing yourself to engage. When you travel, number one, you cannot be afraid of people. When you travel, you cannot be afraid of what you may experience. Now, having said that, you should allow yourself to go with joy. You should allow yourself to be free to travel and to enjoy life as we have it, because unfortunately, life is short. That's a true statement. It's a true saying. And today, even with COVID, there are restrictions. Just abide by those restrictions, but you still can travel. That's what I like. You still can travel. Wear your mask. Like I said, get this healthy pack.
You said that, wait a minute, you said that we can get that from Walgreens, Walmart, what'd you say? Walgreens.
Walgreens.
And I think that's just good to have that period, whether you travel or not, it's good to have that period to carry it around in your trunk. That's a good
First,
kit to have.
yes, it says fly happy, healthy. And it's layered with almost everything you need. It has a sleep mask. If you're traveling, you need some darkness, it has a sleep mask in here. It's a good
They will find out what's in it. I tell you, to our audience, I'm thinking, I guess you're like, whew. I told you she has energy that's like, ooh. Anyway, Deb, thank you for that information. Thank you for just sharing some of your experiences, because much of what you said is right here in the United States. We don't have to always go out of the country. And if
absolutely.
You said it was, for some things you said you would have to save, and there are some things you can do on the spare of the moment. But if we would just if we would discipline ourselves, and if you want to go somewhere, take even a day trip to go somewhere. If we discipline ourselves, and if we're saying we don't have the money, just stop eating out for a moment, like that fast food stuff. Stop for a moment, discipline yourselves, and I'm going to save so that I can go here or I can go there. And then when you instill those types of activities to your children, the next generation, then they can carry on. I know growing up, we didn't do vacations. And now when I got to the age of being able to do them, I'm like, bring it. So we can go out, we can go here, we can enjoy ourselves. People of God, believers and non-believers, you can enjoy yourself in life. The word of God says, I come that you may have life and have it more abundantly. So that means we can have fun and still love Jesus. We can escape. One of the things that I think I was talking to someone this morning. We're talking about how back in the day, and I'm not bashing those who do this particular thing. I'm talking about myself, where we could not wear pants. And I was thinking, as a child, well, that means a physical education teacher, she couldn't be a woman because she has to wear pants doing that. She couldn't be a police officer. Any type of profession that required slacks or pants or something, evidently they couldn't do it. But when we come to the understanding of this, we're not going to make it Bible study, but when we come to the understanding of some things, we can really enjoy life and love Jesus at the same time.
Absolutely.
Well, I definitely know that you have actually shared some great points with us, and we are so grateful to God that you did. And it is what it is. I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to go on one of those foodie trips.
Well, let me show you one more thing that I have. And this has been with me 16 years. This is called the Jacket Packet. I got it from Old Navy. It was for $5. Today, you can buy the same thing for roughly $10 to $15. You can get it from Amazon. This jacket unfolds. It's like a pocket. It comes out. It's a full jacket. I'll show you here. This stuff keeps wind and rain. You are very dry in this jacket. You see what I'm saying? It has a hood, has arms, has sleeves, and it folds back up into this one pocket. It's called the Jacket Packet. But you can get this from a lot of stores now that you can go on Amazon and get them. And they roughly run about $15 today. I got this from, like I said, from the Old Navy for $5. I should have got 3 or 4 of them and gave them out to friends and family, but I didn't. But anyway, you can get these jackets and they fold up like a pocket. You can carry them in your backpack, in your purse. Easy, they're light, but they do keep you dry and they keep the wind away. Also, if you are sailing, they give these away. They're ponchos, right? And I have sailed in Annapolis twice this year. And I just love being on the water. As you know, I talked about Lakeshore when I was in Chicago. It's just that water feeling. I just got to be out there. And I love boats. Check this out. I've been on a jet ski on Lake Charles outside of New Orleans in the boondocks with someone who's experienced driving on a jet ski. However, I don't swim. But this year, my nephew's coming this year. He's going to spend a whole week with me. We're going to the gym. He's going to teach me how to swim. He's a lifeguard. He's a licensed lifeguard. with Red Cross. He's very intelligent about swimming, and he's going to teach me how to swim. So next time I go out, I'll be ready to swim. Yay! But I've been on the water so many times, so many, traveling trips. I'm not afraid of water. I'm not afraid of too much of anything these days. I was raised in a coal field county in West Virginia. And so I was always that adventurous person. My family can tell me how I climbed on top of a coal house. That was a shed that kept coal in there. I'm talking about COAL, coal. It's called. And I would get up there and I would act like I was Superman, Superwoman. I would say, I'm flying. And I would jump off of that coal house. And
Miss Debbie, no.
Yes, I did. I would jump, and the coal house was about 6-7 feet high. I said, I'm flying. My mom would yell and scream, get her off of that coal house.
Yeah.
But check this out. And I would go in the backyard and I would see aircraft flying over my house. And I would say, one day I'm gonna do that. And you know what? Years later, I joined the Air Force, of all things, aircraft. So I've been around aviation for a long time. I've been introduced to aviation. I am still in the aviation industry, working under DOT, with the Department of Transportation. So transportation, jet fuel, bikes, I don't care, whatever it is, boats, they all been in my blood. And they've been in my blood for a reason. And today is that reason, to help you to grasp the joy of traveling, introduce yourself, do something new. Baltimore has a lot of places that are free. The Eastern Shore has a lot of places that are free to visit. I encourage you, I don't care if it's Bethany Beach, Dewey Beach, Rehoboth, go to the Atlantic Ocean, see it, embrace it, allow that water to wash up on your little ankles, get your toes wet, do it. Just get in the car and say, oh, today is the day. Be spontaneous. I am a very spontaneous person. And I like to just jump in the car and go. Portia, now she will call me and say, Dad, where are you going today? You know what I mean? But that's my friend, that's my buddy, And she knows, I'm going, hey, I got room for you. I got a little car, I got room. We got room to go. And I don't mind taking anyone if you want to go. But like I said, she has my email address. If you want to learn more about how I travel and where I go, please hit me up and say, hey, what do I do with this? Because I use resources online like Travelocity, I use TripAdvisor, I use Yelp. If I want to find out the restaurants, if I want to find out about the reviews that people have given about hotels, and I've stayed at several Airbnbs. I trust Airbnbs for the simple fact that they are locally owned, and the people that you rent from, if it's a room or a condo, whatever it is, they have knowledge of that city that you're going to visit, and they can leave you information of their favorite places. And transportation, how to travel within that city. I have used those resources intentionally, and I have never had a bad experience myself. If you go to Airbnb, you may see some reports that people have left about me, how clean I kept the place, or even if I walked their pet. And let me in on a little secret. Baltimore, Maryland. A guy on Airbnb, he was a Israeli.
Look, wait a minute, hold up.
Hold on.
Okay, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. It's so
I'm
much
sorry.
information.
I'm sorry.
You're on the road. You're on the road. I'm like,
okay,
now somebody's gonna have to email you to get all this information.
Okay.
Takara, right. Take it away. Bring us on in.
Okay, let me bring it in. Let me say first, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Portia. Thank you very much, Takara. You guys are doing a good job. I love what you're doing. You do touch lives with what you do. And Trophy of Life, you have been steaming, beaming, and going for a long time. You have a good following and a great following and a great cause and purpose for us today and for those in the future that's going to be part of this, I guess, embellishment, whatever you're doing for Trophy of Life. It is Trophy of Life. And you do reach out, and you do want us to have hope, and you do want us to continue in what we're doing. You want us to enjoy life because God gives it in abundance, and that is so very true. So again, thank you, audience, whoever you are.
Yes.
Whoever's listening, I don't know, but anyway, it's been fun, and it's been my pleasure to be part of this endeavor that Portia has put together along with Takara Swain. Thank you guys very, very much. I have enjoyed this.
Well, thank you so much,
Deb.
Miss Debbie. We love you so much. And Miss Debbie, I have to say, I did not know all these things about you. I did not. So one of these days we will talk, because I love to travel myself, which is why I work part-time at an airline, because I wanted to fly for free. So we will definitely chat, offline about traveling. But one thing I just want our viewers to do is just don't be afraid to try something new. I think one of the best ways to travel, I know, travel in groups and be safe, but one day go somewhere you don't know anyone, and just go maybe with yourself or one other person, and you will really find out, like she said, who you are. When I went for my first time, I traveled overseas to Barcelona by myself. I was just a little 19-year-old, and it was like, the real Takara came out. I was like, yes, you're just free to be who you want to be and be who you are. And it's just a great experience to do. So I just want to encourage all of our viewers to travel. And if you are traveling, please just look up the guidelines of where you're going. That's something that people don't know. Check to see if you need a COVID test before you leave. If you're traveling now, wear your mask. And I'm telling you, you will have plenty of fun. It'll be a life-changing experience. But so we have to go, unfortunately. I know. We'll have to talk again. But until tomorrow, everyone, enjoy your day. Remember to spread positivity, hope, encouragement, and inspiration in your own spheres of influence, and try something new. We will be back here, same time, same place, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You all have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Goodbye.